There are generally two sorts of people who need a 4x4 pickup truck. Either you're Joey Derequito and you need a workhorse for your farm, or you want a big car that looks really cool. Thankfully, this Mitsubishi Strada Athlete 4-wheel drive does both really well. Let's find out more about this car. Those who remember the Strada Black series will find this face very familiar. You have this dynamic shield design that's been blacked out in these cheekbones and this grille. The only chrome part here is actually the Mitsubishi badge. These slitty little headlights, of course, are projector LEDs with the fog light assembly over here. And a cool little feature, these are actually washers for the headlights. Of course, down the side, we have these huge 18-inch alloy wheels that are, of course, black. And this gorgeous graphics design that really accentuates the Strada Athlete. It's a bit 90s, but you know, I am from the 90s and it is kind of cool. At the rear, the Strada Athlete has this neat little wing on the tailgate. And when you take the tailgate down, you'll notice that this capacious bed has a plastic bed liner, so you can throw whatever stuff you like, or in Joey's case, all his farm equipment, and nothing's gonna get scratched or dirty. And of course, there's this cool rollover bar at the top of the bed to give it an extra sporty look. Under the hood of the Mitsubishi Strada Athlete 4-wheel drive is the familiar 2.4-liter twin-cam 16-valve turbo diesel, producing 180 horsepower and 430 Nm of torque. This model is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. It is still quite a punchy unit, but as you may notice, it's a bit clattery after some time. Before you even sit inside the Strada Athlete, you will notice that everything is orange. You have these orange and black seats, orange stitching on the leather steering wheel, and orange stitching on the leather gear knob. Although something that hasn't changed from the regular Stradas, scratchy black plastics everywhere. It really is a rough and tumble pickup truck. Sit inside and you get the usual accoutrements from a top-of-the-line pickup truck. You have climate control, you have all-around parking sensors, blind spot monitoring, and even forward collision mitigation. There's even this nice auto-dimming rear view mirror and this 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system. Although something that's a little bit sad about this, there's no Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, which all of its rivals has. And because this is the 4x4 model, this comes with Mitsubishi's Super Select 4-wheel drive 2 system. All you have to do is to select your drive mode from 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive with a lock differential, and 4-wheel drive low range with a lock differential. There's also hill descent control that comes as standard, and these driving modes for gravel, sand, mud, and other things. Rear seat accommodation in the Strada isn't actually bad for a pickup truck. You have good leg room and, of course, good headroom. There's even this nice rear fan that allows you to get some air back here. Although you will notice that the middle seat isn't really meant for adults and you will have to sit legs astride. The cushion is also kind of stiff here. The Strada Athlete may be a pickup truck, but it certainly isn't lacking in safety features. There's ISOFIX anchors here in the back seat, and up front, you get stuff like dual front airbags, dual side airbags, and even dual curtain airbags. There's even a driver's knee airbag. The Mitsubishi Strada Athlete 4-wheel drive is a very practical, quite stylish, and roomy pickup truck. Let's see how she does on the road. Right, we're behind the wheel of the Mitsubishi Strada Athlete 4-wheel drive, and if you're coming from a small sedan, you'll find the driving experience rather interesting. You get this imperious driving position, steering that's rather heavy and numb, and of course the ride is quite stiff. Now, if you're coming from a pickup truck, you're going to find the experience familiar. You have this imperious driving position, you have steering that is heavy and quite numb, and also the ride is jarring. In fact, compared with the likes of the Nissan Navara and the Ford Ranger, this Strada rides tough, especially on these paved roads. On big potholes, the whole body shakes and shimmies. But on the rough stuff, it works perfectly fine. In terms of power, you get this 180 horsepower turbo diesel, and boost kicks in at around 2,000 RPM. And the 6-speed automatic transmission is responsive indeed, and you can just pull away. Now, if you're done with the acceleration and get on the brakes, you have strong brakes but a mushy pedal. On the whole, the Strada isn't that difficult to drive as long as you get used to its quirks and, of course, its huge dimensions. So, the Mitsubishi Strada Athlete 4-wheel drive is still a very competitive, reasonably powerful, and stylish pickup truck. However, it is starting to show its age, especially with its infotainment system and the rather jarring ride. Then again, the 2024 Mitsubishi Triton is coming soon, and hopefully it'll get a big upgrade against its rivals. Did you enjoy this review? Don't forget to subscribe to the AutoFun Philippines YouTube channel, and also like us on Facebook and follow us on TikTok and Instagram. I'm VJ Bakungan. I hope you always have a fun trip. See you around.